giving me a ride home.
Yeah, no worries.
This is weird because we normally do this in the morning.
That's true. But it's always a good time to have a conversation.
Oh, always. Wouldn't it be funny if we never talked, like, during the day in the office? We only talked, like...
Only in the car.
Only in the car.
We would just pass each other.
That would be hilarious. Oh my god. I feel like we should try this one day.
Just try not talking?
Yeah.
Or just try... Okay.
Try only talking in the car.
That includes all communication? Like no email?
Oh, we could probably email or text.
But that's talking.
But not really.
Okay.
It's text-based. That's different. So...
Yes?
I've been thinking...
Uh-oh. I mean, that's good. But I mean, like, here we are ending our day at work and you're gonna drop something on me.
I've been thinking about my favorite Torah portion.
Oh. Yes.
Yes.
All right, let's talk a little Torah.
You know, the one you say I'm obsessed with?
You are quite obsessed with it. We're talking about a certain idol made out of a precious metal.
We are!
It's the golden calf.
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay.
You know we're like nowhere near that reading in the actual Torah reading right now.
That's not really that important, though.
No, it's not. It's not. I mean, it's a great story and one we could think about anytime.
Yeah.
I just say that because, like, this isn't going to help me with my preparation for Shabbat, but
I mean,
let's go with it. No,
you could just review this conversation later.
that's true. I'll save it till the fall when we hit Exodus.
So good.
Okay,
But
so why
It really is
it
my
on your
favorite
mind?
story.
I know it's your favorite story, and it's a great story, and I love the story.
And it keeps popping up everywhere.
Did you just run into it again?
Yes, I did. Well, you know that I listened to that talk with Rabbi Lizzie,
Uh-huh.
and I thought that was a really beautiful way of looking at the story and, like, thinking about the ingesting of, like, the molten gold, which is terrifying, as reminding us that what we worship outside of ourselves is actually inside of ourselves. Like, we have the divinity within us,
Right.
which I thought was so beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And I was reading, and I brought something to read to you. I've been
you
carrying
did?
this book around all day. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I was reading it this morning because, you know, I like
Is this
to,
long? I mean, should I drive to Yelm here? Or?
No, it's not that long. But you know how I read in the morning is my, like, sort of wake-up ritual?
I have to, like with all the hints you give me, I keep, like, piecing together your morning ritual between the 20 emails you get and your, like, half-hour smoothie making.
It doesn't take that long.
I know, but it's pretty intense. Okay.
Just because it's green doesn't mean it takes you a half hour to make it.
I know, but it's always something new.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about smoothie recipes another time.
Okay, so this is from the Blessings for Life's Journey book. Rabbi Cheryl.
Lord?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gave this to me. Well, you let me borrow it. Okay. So it's talking about, I don't know, in Exodus,
Kitisa, yeah. That's the name of the Torah. That was very good.
I get so many Kirsten points right now.
Your Hebrew is improving, Kirsten.
Can you tell I've been practicing?
And, you nailed that Yiddish word the other day.
What?
Remember? I'm not going to tell you because then it will give it...
I can't say it now.
You did, but you got it right.
Yeah?
Well, before you did.
You're putting me on the spot.
I didn't hear it then. Okay.
Okay.
We'll work on that.
Okay. So, one of the prayers that she writes says, may you never worship false values or build a golden calf in moments when you feel worthless and abandoned. May you never delude yourself, but remain aware of your own value and potential, your own inner divine spark that keeps you centered and secure in your beliefs and values. I just love that.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about, like, what happens, like what do we do when we feel worthless or abandoned or alone, or, you know, what do we reach for in those moments? And I don't know, I've just been thinking about that a lot. Like, how does that manifest in my life? Like, what is my golden calf that I built when I'm feeling that way?
And
I mean, part of it is social media. And I know that I talk about the detox before.
Wait, the golden calf is your social media?
Yeah. Is this idea of like using social media to, I don't know.
Create an external reality that's not actually a reality.
Right. And as a way to, I don't know, determine my self-worth.
Mm-hmm.
Like putting all of that,
Right.
I don't know, value outside of myself.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's definitely part of it. And certainly when I'm feeling lonely, I think that this is a thing. Oh, I'm going to turn to this and it's going to make me feel better, which is like literally never the case.
Sometimes makes you feel even more lonely.
Exactly.
It's that whole FOMO. That's pretty good, huh? Yeah.
That was...
See, I'm going to teach you Yiddish and you're going to teach me millennial. That was pretty good.
Yeah, fear of missing out. Good job. So...
Oh, is that what that means? No. But that's sort of what, I mean, that's interesting. I mean, that's what was going on in the story, right?
Right.
Because it was all prompted by Moses leaving and going up on the mountain, and the Israelites were freaking out.
Yeah.
And they didn't know what was going on, but they needed something external and physical to take the place of an internal reality that they were just not in touch with.
Right. And so you don't have to answer this right now,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it's kind of an interesting question to ponder is like when you're in that space of feeling alone or like not remembering your worth, like what do you turn to?
Yeah.
Just being
That's a great
mindful
question.
of that.
Yeah, that's a great question.
Yeah.
Because we're too quick to create false idols.
Yeah. To
Right.
seek outside of oneself.
So what is it that what's the repository and that we can draw on inside? And maybe that was the fault of not the fault, but the way to forgive. You know, I like to think like in the story of the golden calf that everybody screws up in a way, but I like to I think that we could forgive everybody because they haven't had time to build up that internal reserve, and that you need to build it up in order to draw on it. And they were so new, like in the story, they were so new from slavery, and Moses was unsure about his leadership, and Aaron wasn't, was just he's like, here, Aaron, I got to run out for 40 days.
Right.
You're in charge.
Right.
And nobody really knew what was going on, and they didn't have that to draw on. So it was what they did was completely natural. And yet, as we know, looking back, or looking at the story now, it was not really what would be sustaining them. But that's a great question. That's a great question we can all be asking ourselves.
Yeah. And being kind to ourselves, like in those moments where we're like, I'm seeking outside of myself. I know I shouldn't do that. Instead of like giving yourself a hard time about that, just having a lot of compassion for yourself in those moments.
Yeah. Yeah.
So thank you for letting me, like, I know all you hear me talk about is the golden calf, but
no, I love talking about the golden calf.
It's just it's my favorite Torah portion.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's not even your bar mitzvah portion.
No, it's not.
Or would have been.
More on that later.
Yeah.
Thanks for the ride.
Yeah, no worries. See ya.